siento aquí tu presencia. La noche de anoche.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Y nos ponemos a llorar.
Yes! 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 Pretty cool! Pretty damn cool!
Yesterday somebody whacked out my mural. That energy will make you niggas move to Europe. But it's regular for me, yeah, that's for sure. The love and hate is definite without a cure.
Was mir nicht wirksam leid, macht mir nicht so, macht mich nicht wirksam.
Breaking news. Kendrick has a brand new album out right now.
This is why we are here, ladies and gentlemen.
There's an album. Excuse me? He dropped the album?
I told y'all.
Kendrick Lamar surprised everyone, surprised the world with a brand new album, GNX.
Mr. Pop Out and Show was gonna drop this year. I told y'all.
If I didn't hate Kendrick Lamar, I would love Kendrick Lamar.
What the hell?
It has just came out. He dropped randomly. Well, he did drop it on Friday, so we're going to see the first week sales for this is going to be abysmal.
He dropped an entire album. What is the name of this?
This might be one of the most important years that we've ever seen when it comes to rap music.
Kendrick Lamar just dropped this whole album. What a year.
Bro, Christmas came early for hip-hop.
This bitch like tiramisu. See, we go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. I really don't bother nobody, but they run it by me if I like tiramisu. See, we go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. I really don't bother nobody.
I love Evil Kendrick. Yes. Oh my God.
Why is God doing this to my body? What is going on right now?
I don't feel like this is something that he's been sitting on for a long time. He always taking a fly pic. He's never sitting in the mirror like.
This is what I realized about Kendrick fan base. They come across as being jealous of Drake and Drake's fan base.
Can you go be depressed over there? You're bumming out my whole area.
If J. Cole gave us the title GNX with this subliminal meaning, we would have called J. Cole corny, bro. Like, this is corny. This is some dweeb activities, bro. But because it's Kendrick, this is the deepest album title we've ever heard.
GNX, which is short for Grand National Experimental.
GNX, that's the Grand National Experimental. It's a rare coupe. Actually, a fun fact that it beat the Ferrari in the quarter-mile run by 0.3 of a second.
A Buick model that was produced in the late 80s.
Lowercase album titles on this, as opposed to the all-cap album titles that we got on Damn.
I was very afraid for Kendrick Lamar because the album title would hint towards this is going to be another album of double entendres, triple entendres, subliminal clues, trying to figure out the cryptic meaning.
I hate talking to West Coast dudes about West Coast shit because they're so delusional. Like, this is why nobody watches like a bum like DJ Head.
It's TDE, so I'm just happy for TDE. Like, what a West Coast year.
Think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, whatever though. Call me crazy, everybody questionable. Turn me to an Eskimo, I drew the line in decimals.
This is exactly the type of album I've wanted from Kendrick Lamar for years at this point. One where he's sounding big, brash, where, you know, all the bravado is coming out.
I think it was in a fucking dungeon recording this shit.
Backhanded compliments, put their rank. No, you a god, even when they say you ain't.
I mean, I've seen people saying it's better than Mr. Morale. I think that's crazy.
If you was gonna do West Coast elements, go full West Coast theme. Just do it. If you was gonna do old R&B samples, bro, go full into that.
This Kendrick album is great. I think it's better than Mr. Morale. I think it has more replay value than Mr. Morale. I think the production is light years ahead of Mr. Morale.
When he went at Drake, a lot of it, for me, came out as jealousy.
Talk on no silly shit about niggas that make gun on this flight. It's gonna be done.
So it starts off with whacked out murals. Crazy intro.
If you know what whacking out something is, it's like when something is written on a wall and then you put another gang tag over it or you cross it out.
Kendrick Lamar spelled whacked, W-A-C-C-E-D. Obviously whacked is spelled W-A-C-K-E-D. Kendrick Lamar is a pyro. Only Crips you see spell things and take out the CK and replace it with a CC because CK stands for Crip Killer. So if you're a Crip, you're not about to spell anything using CK. You always use CC.
Whacked out murals with 2 C's is how Crips, you know, spell it. Where they don't put no K's behind the C's. You feel me? Same way how Bees don't put, the bee dogs don't put the K's behind the bees.
So to whack out a mural is the ultimate disrespect.
And the people he went at shocked a lot of us, bro. I said, dog.
There's this interesting soundscape where like it gets really light at times and it can get really dark at the same time, and that's something that I've always credited Kendrick for, is having an incredible ear for production.
Before I take a truce, I'll take them to hell with me.
Before I shake your hand and say, yeah, truce, I will drag you to hell. We will tap dance with Krampus.
Whacked out murals is Kendrick Lamar going at his idols, going at people that he respects and loves, but he's going at them, letting them know that Drake isn't the only one who gonna get this smoke.
Whacked out murals, if he used it as a metaphor, it's basically for everybody trying to shit on his moment.
Still on that energy. He's still on that. What I heard is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it.
What's wrong with this man, bruh? What's wrong with him?
That was just...
God knows.
Shut up. Is that the next one? Shut up. Oh my God. You bitches thought it was over. I always win. I always win.
He walked out with the size. Man, don't let me know what the price.
Kendrick, bro.
Chat, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. LA must be stopped. I ain't gonna lie. The Dodgers done won this shit. They won the World Series. Kendrick is over here with all this West Coast shit. Man, the West gotta be stopped, bruv. It gotta be stopped. We need somebody to get a run, bruh.
I was stargazing, babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me.
I think Squabble Up, when Not Like Us dies out, I think Squabble Up is the next, like, almost like a traditional single to take that place. We'll see.
This a hit record right here. This a hit record.
Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.
He's asserting his position on top of the throne, and honestly, he's earned it, bro. After the year that he's had.
Reincarnated, but when I tell you this sounds amazing so far.
I want to talk about something like Reincarnated because that's one of the most interesting song concepts that we've ever gotten out of Kendrick's catalog.
I don't know how to make friends, I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation, I was 4 years old.
Reincarnated was like Kendrick Lamar. It's not a bad record, but...
Shut up. Just be quiet.
Reincarnated, I don't want to hear Kendrick rapping like Pac.
Okay, but Drake's allowed to rap like him.
No, obviously he's not. Kendrick had to take it down.
Not AI Pac's voice. We're not talking about that. But he uses a Pac style to rap.
Hove rapped big lyrics after Big passed and took big flows after he passed.
Not in his voice, though.
This is a dope concept of Kendrick rapping as a musician who is reincarnated in different forms.
Anoche tú y yo.
It's the same critiques we had for Drake, all right, where Drake is using like the Snoop Dogg AI and the Tupac AI, and we say, bruh, this is disrespectful, like let Tupac be Tupac.
This sounds more in the ilk of Tupac than Drake did with AI Tupac over his own voice.
Said she was working the Chitlin circuit and talking about how she was a heroin addict. Bruh. Oh yeah, he ain't playing.
That beat is crazy.
Sheesh.
My brain.
This is artistry.
To get a headache, man.
Yo, what is going on?
I love that he's rapping over that Tupac sample and is rapping with the Tupac flow in that first verse. It was a great way to pay homage. And
he's trying to rap like Tupac, essentially saying he's the new Tupac. Bro, you're not the new Tupac, bro, right? You will never be new Tupac. All right, bro, like, you and Tupac aren't even the same ilk of niggas.
You don't need the AI.
Yeah, he got permission for real. You don't need the AI.
Oh, yeah, nah. You know, he went to Pac grave, lifted him up out
Bro, Pac is not submitting anything to no Grammys, bruh. Pac is not performing at no Super Bowls, bruh. Pac just not rocking with it.
I think it's time for you to put a squeeze on your chat box. What? This is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do.
It's a 12-track album, and Reincarnated is track 6. Just to show you his efficiency.
My favorite song is Reincarnated.
Second half of TV Off, the mustard part, crazy. Like, the second half of TV Off is incredible.
What the fuck?
Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I tell the G. Nigga, what? Niggas second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas.
Nah, I'm sorry. This is too funny. This little nigga is wild. Mustard!
Let's say a Dodger Blue or something like a Luther. I do feel like they weren't necessary to the track.
I don't want to hear Kendrick Lamar sing "I'm Sorry" right at all, and I don't want to hear a poetry slam on a West Coast inspired album. I'm sorry.
Cool. This was a huge song for them. Overall, I don't like this song. I'll never play this song again. I think this song is garbage.
Specifically academics. Yo, he ain't give nobody a verse from the pop out. He ain't put nobody on.
He could have put big name features on here, but again, would it have felt as authentic to the message that he's trying to push? Probably not.
Every song he put mad people on, I don't think none of them shits were hot. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Some of the music I don't like. GNX, I thought they did a great job. I think that beat, I hate that beat.
I think most of these songs that he featured these West Coast artists on were poverty.
Track 1 and 2, Whacked Out and Squabble Up, sonically feels like they should be on a completely different album than track 3 and 4, Luther and Man in the Garden.
They don't sound like nothing you would play again.
Like Jay said, this the marketing plan was me. The marketing plan was Kendrick. We didn't see a bunch of billboards pop up. We didn't see a bunch of ads prior. We didn't see like cryptic messages being left around.
Kendrick has a problem with making songs that have replay value. His songs always have substance, but a lot of times it's so heavy on the message. It's so heavy and buried in lyricism that it feels like a chore listening to.
I think 6 or 7 out of the 12 that I think I like on the album.
So I like the intro. I like that. I like them on Luther, Squabble Up. I love that beat, even though I think it falls off towards the end.
Heart Part 6.
Kendrick Lamar over SWV?
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
That's unexpected.
Yeah.
That's true. That ain't his. It do sound like I'm aware that the audience has grown.
The Hard Part 6, I kind of expected a little bit more. I expected a little bit more in terms of, Drake rapped over and called a song the Hard Part 6. So you taking back over your series, I'm expecting you to have a different type of vengeance.
What is happening right now? Kendrick is on SWV.
Beautiful song. Beautiful song, cleverly played. I think if the Heart Part 6 is the end of the Heart series, it closes a very, very, very great chapter.
Bunch of instrumentals I freestyled in the passenger. That nigga wore several hats, a producer, manager, director, and DJ.
Gloria, the last record was his.
Gloria, I like Gloria.
All right, so that's 6.
Gloria.
Gloria, to me, is one of the worst songs I think I've ever heard. Why is Kendrick Lamar getting this experimental?
Are you insane?
What the hell is wrong with you?
We all give him the credit for being good and like how, technically he's one of the best. But then 2 months later, we're only bumping Future.
Lies and smears and slander.
I think that there's another project.
I think there's a deluxe coming with a few more records on there. But I think this is the album going into February to the Super Bowl, though.
The music featured in that teaser, none of that music is actually on this record. So who knows if Kendrick has other stuff locked and loaded still.
Posted tailor-made, I prayed it was for edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go.
Wait.
K-Dot new album GNX. It was the edibles. West King. Fire. Oh, come on. Yo, they know there's something wrong with that man, bro.
This is how you know this nigga got the Infinity Stones locked in. Even Snoop catching a bar, nigga. Snoop should be exempt, but even he catching some straights.
Snoop is the OG West Coast. Like, that's big bro. I didn't think that Kendrick needed to address Snoop Dogg.
This nigga's petty. He said Snoop posted TaylorMade. That's the Drake diss song. Oh, so he's on timing still. I thought this was some random bullshit, like some throwaways. This nigga's still on timing. Y'all got this nigga Kendrick forever on 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Like this.
I
We
like
like
this.
this.
More talk.
Oh, my
Talking a little
goodness.
crazy.
WTF, I do. I just be chilling and they still come from my head.
No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed on me. Love.
Lil Wayne goes on Twitter who says, "Man, what the F I do? I just be chilling and they still come from my
What
head."
did you do? You were not just minding your own business. Stop it. You were out there talking up until very recently, even at your own festival.
There are many people, Lil Wayne included,
who feel very strongly about the idea of Lil Wayne performing there or being that main guy because it's New Orleans and it's Lil Wayne.
You got to remember Wayne is a child star. Like Wayne is on some Danny Bonaducci, like most child stars. You know how child stars, it's a little bit of entitlement.
Hearing that somebody picked up the phone, tried to call and see what the energy was. Hearing that Kendrick didn't answer. Hearing that somebody picked up the phone.
He made it completely a tour about Lil Wayne and how sad he is and how unfair it is. And if you're Kendrick, at some point you're like, my man.
It wasn't a diss. It wasn't a shot at Lil Wayne. It's the fact that the work that he put in getting the Super Bowl and getting the green light, the headline of Super Bowl, where he feels as if maybe Wayne wasn't proud.
I don't see that as a huge shot that he sent out to Wayne. I see it as an honest thing. And obviously he's playing a little bit with the let Nas down J. Cole, with let Lil Wayne down.
Wayne is so in the wrong here and is coming off like, I get the anger, I get the obsession, but he's coming off like a hater, and I don't understand.
Hearing that Wayne went in the booth.
Oh, Lord. Wayne is not a battle rapper. Wayne has said himself he's not a battle rapper.
I don't know how to battle rap. I don't know how to, that's what, for instance, you don't see me diss. I don't diss people. I don't really know how to do that.
Lil Wayne is certainly entitled to feel any type of way that he wants about whether or not he deserves to play the Super Bowl. But like, this comment still comes across as jealousy on some level.
Just because the Super Bowl is in your hometown, that automatically moves you to the front of the line.
He felt a way, I guess, about the fact that him and Wayne have some sort of mutual respect and relationship.
Low-key, Kendrick probably has more material or could get more material about someone like Wayne than he even did Drake. By the time Kendrick gets his hands on Wayne saying that racism wasn't real.
If you're a Kendrick fan and you've heard his artistic progression up until this point, the Lil Wayne influence is very much obvious.
Wayne made the Super Bowl decision for Kendrick about him.
Wayne's biggest missteps of his entire career has all been because there's this disconnect that he has with just everything.
And so Kendrick and Wayne, they probably gonna talk, because I think it's a misconception about the line that he said. I'm telling you.
Clearly, Kendrick Lamar is built and bred for battle rap. Clearly. And it just doesn't seem like that's one of your skills. And it doesn't have to be for you to be the greatest rapper.
We not gonna act like Wayne is coming to play. I've been hearing y'all whispers. I mean, I know Kendrick was on the high. I rock with him, but Wayne not coming to play.
Yeah, in that video response to this news, Lil Wayne sounded let down. He sounded upset.
You're coming off like an entitled child star who's not used to getting no.
One of the greatest rappers of the past 20 years essentially came out to voice disappointment at you getting such a big opportunity instead of him.
Baby Money, kidnap your bitch for how much you love your ladies' money. He was talking to Jay-Z dissing Beyonce. Then Jay-Z in one lyric said, baby money? You niggas ain't even got my ladies' money. Destroyed.
What Wayne verse in his entire career tells you he ready to dance?
Lil Wayne has had beef with Gilly the Kid and Pusha T. Right? He's taking a little stray shots at 50 Cent and Jay-Z. And of all four of those, I could not confidently tell you he's won any one of them.
You could have gone more the high road and just been happy for the guy, congratulated the guy.
You were never going to win with this angle. If you really do hate Kendrick and you're not happy with what's going on, I could understand it. Just don't say nothing, man.
Breaking news has just came across our podcasting desk. Drake accuses UMG and Spotify of a scheme to artificially inflate Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us.
This is absolutely wild to wake up and read this today. Drake accuses UMG and Spotify of scheme to artificially inflate Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us.
He had too much dip on his chip. You have been behind the scenes hitting niggas' baby moms.
Drake's Frozen Moments LLC accused UMG of launching an illegal scheme involving bots, payola, other methods to pump up Lamar's song.
This is the final nail in the coffin.
No.
If you sue during a rap battle where no one was even harmed, yeah, you lost.
This nigga's been a sack of shit behind the scenes, and because he got fans and had Lucian, everybody just get to turn a blind eye.
Drake is suing his record label, Universal Records, for what he's claiming to be the use of funds that he's earned Universal to help Kendrick Lamar.
And Drake is saying, yeah, it's not just because the song is hot. In fact, it's not because the song is hot.
He's trying to find somewhere to just place all of his anger, somewhere to place all of the blame. So in this case, let's point the finger at UMG and Spotify.
He's saying that they're saying, yo, people wanted to hear Drake's music and they were directing them to not like us.
Because Drake in his world is still convinced that he won this battle, right? And Drake is now looking for excuses.
Drake feels that the label is allegedly not protecting a major asset, which is him.
You could be a billionaire and still not take down UMG.
He's a selfish, lying, manipulative sack of
Aubrey Graham versus UMG will be brought up in plenty of fucking lawsuits when it comes to labels and artists. This could be a monumental decision.
The fact that Drake is now turning to a federal example, that he's turning to the law.
Some of us with a trained eye know that that is in direct response to SZA popping up on Casanat shit. Nigga, he sat there and shouted out the biggest streamers in the world and named Casanat.
Out of his mouth comes, I'm here, I'm still in one piece, only facts could, kill me, fairy tales. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
This is a white boy, Jewish.
You basically have all these people telling you how great you are all the time, right? You're surrounded by yes men, and obviously the success and all the wealth help to reinforce that.
What does this do for his legacy? How does he want to be remembered in hip hop? What's the stamp he wants to leave on the culture? This ain't it, bro.
Drake's attorneys accuse UMG of violating the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, or termed RICO. Wow, Young Thug is going to have nightmares after reading this.
And not just because of Kendrick and Drake. I'm not saying that at all.
No, I get it.
But being able to manipulate streams, songs, how we get our music, yes, this could be monumental.
The lawsuit tell me that he way more afraid of not like us at that Super Bowl.
You've never seen an MC battle just make somebody fumble and crumble like this.
A lot of people are going to view this as an auto L and as just a weak, petty move.
So Drake is saying, y'all are breaking the law to make me look bad. Y'all are undermining your fiduciary responsibility to me as your client.
Say, Drake, you know what this label is capable of.
That's right.
And likely they have used these tactics on your behalf.
This is the least hip-hop shit Drake has ever done. You were in a battle, you lost the battle, and now you're going to the courts. It looks like you're snitching. It looks like a Karen move. It looks like a sore loser.
This is horrible timing for Drake. Even if you're trying to handle this business like this is not when you do it.
Imagine you get into a beef with somebody that you want to engage with. Yeah, you got challenged, but then you antagonizing the beef. And it becomes one of the biggest, most looked at situations that's going on publicly, socially. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody can't wait for the next blow to be thrown. And then you get your ass beat. And after you get your ass beat, you start saying it ain't fair.
Shall we begin?